Welcome to the Progressive Postgame.
Well, it all came down to the end of the game. One last play to keep Arizona undefeated. But it goes the way of Rasul Douglas, the Green Bay Packers. He picks it off in the end zone in the final seconds. And Green Bay knocks off the Arizona Cardinals, having their first defeat of the season and moving to 7-1 atop the NFC. Welcome to the Progressive Postgame Show. Kurt Menefee along with Greg Olson and Mark Sanchez. You take a look at that last play. A.J. Green seemed to be a little bit confused. What do you think happened? Was he thinking it was run?
I just don't know how you think it's a run, right? There's 14 seconds left. You don't have a timeout. If you run and they tackle you in bounds, the game is over. So I don't know. There must have been some miscommunication. He thought maybe the pass was to the other side. What a great play, though, by Rasul Douglas. You heard Aaron Rodgers talking about it. Here's a guy that spent some time with Arizona, picked him up off the street, playing due to some injuries, comes up with the play of the season so far.
I mean, I don't understand the miscommunication either. That was crazy to me, but the only thing I can think is, I mean, they're all out pressuring him. He's got to get rid of the ball, so he either thinks it's going the other way or something. But, I mean, for Kyler and this team, that was his moment. And Greg talked about it. This was your moment. He brought him all the way back down the field, and now to add injury to this at the end.
Limping off the field.
He's limping off the field and losing the game when at worst it should be in overtime.
Hey, real quick before we go to an interview, you talked about the highs and lows at the end of a football game like this. We saw it in the last couple of minutes.
That's why you keep playing.
Yeah.
You know, coaches stress it. It seems like coach talk. You just keep playing. You just keep playing. Green Bay thinks they extend their lead. The Jones score ends up getting reversed. They get a delay of game. They get stopped at the one-inch line, 99-yard drive. We're talking, all right, Kyler Murray, this is his signature moment, MVP moment.
Oh, yeah.
And then a fluke interception, an outcome that would have been the last thing we ever expected.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what makes the NFL so amazing. That's what makes this game great. It's never over.
It was crazy, but this game lived up to the hype as we name our Progressive Player of the Game. It is Aaron Rodgers. Not a typical night as far as the pass stats go, 184 yards through the air and a couple of touchdowns, but he took over this game really late down the stretch. His Packers get the win to go to 7-1. Aaron Rodgers with Aaron Andrews.
Hey, we had a shot of you and I was watching you walking up and down this sideline. How hard was it to stand there and watch your defense and then watch Kyler Murray trying to lead his offense down the field?
Yeah, that's tough, especially what happened down there in the end zone. But this is why I love this squad. The guy that made the pick was with them for 4 weeks. He was on the street. We brought him in. He's starting for us. He's a great dude, and he's really messed well with our team. And to come up with a play like that with 15 seconds left is incredible.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas, unbelievable. We talked all game, and I told you yesterday how Kyler Murray looked up to you, was very excited about meeting you. I'm sure not under those circumstances. What did you tell him?
I said I respect the way he plays. He's starting off with some incredible years he's putting together. He's so talented, arm talent. Obviously, he runs all over the place. I said we'll see you in the playoffs.
You also had a one-liner that you always have them, but this was a great one. You told us yesterday, I like our chances because nobody is giving us any. The odds were stacked up against you. Short week, long travel, without two huge offensive weapons. You have young guys you barely had any reps with. What the heck worked tonight for you? The running game, obviously.
Yeah, we ran the ball well. We knew we could. It was tough in the passing game at times, but Kabi came up with a couple big touchdown catches. We had multiple chances down there to put the game away. And, earlier in the game, inside the 10. So that's disappointing, but we're kind of stuck on 24 right now, 24 points.
Okay.
And our defense is playing good enough to get us the victories, but this is a scrappy team. This is a tough, physical, gritty team. I'm so proud of our guys. Without our defensive coordinator, without MVS, the best receiver in the league, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, our do-it-all guy, to have these guys come out and play the way they did, I'm so proud of them, so proud of the line. And to watch our defense finish off the game like that on the road against a great football team, that's what it's all about. It's going to be a great freaking ride back to Green Bay. We're going to celebrate this, have a great weekend, and get back after it next week.
And, hey, this is huge for seeding. I've been on the sidelines of a lot of big games where you guys pull it out at the end. Where would you rank this one? This was, your face when you walked up to me was unreal.
This is this place. We've had two wild ones here. 51-45 in 2009 playoffs. And then the Hail Mary in 15. It was actually the same basically play in the end of the first half. I was hoping for a repeat, but this is a great stadium. It was super loud, but our fans, I mean, look around. This is unbelievable how much green and gold is out here. Our fans were so loud, and they showed up, and we love them. I love this football team. I'm having so much fun with these guys, and I'm going to get in there and celebrate now.
Let's go do it.
Thanks, EA.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
You know, Aaron Rodgers talked about the fans. At times, it sounded like a Green Bay home game. They get the win, move to 7-1. They are the top team in the NFC right now. And Greg Olsen, you've done the previous 2 Packer games. They've won 7 straight, and it seems as though every week they just dig down. They've been gritty, grinding games out. Lucky sometimes, like in Cincinnati, maybe at the end of tonight's game, but they just find a way to win week in and week out.
You do. And we closed our broadcast last week against Washington. We said this is such a tough out. They can beat you so many ways. The days of Aaron Rodgers need to throw him for 300-400 yards to give them a chance. That's not this team, right? They got 2 great backs. They have a defense that's opportunistic, forced turnovers, forced 3 tonight. This is a hard team to play, right? Because I don't even think we've seen Aaron Rodgers take control, and they're still winning, like you said, 7 in a row.
And they did it without their top 3 receivers, including Devontae Adams tonight. They go on to win at 24-21. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers move to 7-1. More on the Progressive Postgame right after this. Well, the World Series is tied at a game apiece. Now the Astros and Braves head to Atlanta for Game 3. And you can catch it tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, on Fox and FS1. Well, Greg Olsen, Mark Sanchez, we expected to have a great game, and we certainly got it. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight. Have great calls this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
All right, coming up on Fox, it's your late local news or local programming. And on the NFL Network, it's the Mercedes EQ postgame show. For Greg, Mark, Jay, Michael Strahan, and our entire Fox crew, thanks for watching Thursday Night Football here on Fox as the Green Bay Packers knock off the previously unbeaten Cardinals. Both teams now 7-1.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.